Let's not sugarcoat it. Red Bull are flying blind. And Christian Horner just admitted it. You're watching Paddock Insider, where the PR masks come off and the real story gets told. Because what Horner revealed after Bahrain wasn't just technical frustration, it was a warning. The RB21 is being developed with data they don't trust. And that's a disaster in the making. It's like telling the time on two different watches. That's how Horner described the situation. Think about that. The team that built some of the most dominant cars in modern F1 history is now using a wind tunnel that's lying to them. The problem? Wind tunnel, data lies. Let's break it down. Red Bull's current wind tunnel, old, outdated, and clearly out of sync, is feeding the team numbers that don't match what's happening on track. In Suzuka, they masked the problem with setup trickery. But in Bahrain, no hiding, no mercy. The car's weaknesses were exposed. Verstappen's feedback isn't vague. He's asking for grip and confidence on corner entry, the very areas where Red Bull once ruled supreme. And now, the RB21 just won't rotate. It won't bite. This is an aero issue, full stop. And if your wind tunnel can't replicate real-world aero behavior, you're dead in the water. We know what's wrong. We just can't fix it fast enough. That's the scariest part. Horner says the team understands the issue, but the tools needed to fix it aren't working. The real-world data from China, Australia, Japan, and Bahrain is finally driving the direction. But that pivot takes time they don't have. It's the entry phase to mid-corner that needs addressing. That's where Max needs confidence. That's where we're bleeding lap time. Meanwhile, Haas are making gains. Mercedes are getting sharper. McLaren are flying. And Red Bull are stuck interpreting ghost numbers from a tunnel that's dragging them into the past. The future? A wind tunnel in 2027. Yes, they're building a new one. And yes, it's ahead of schedule. But no, it won't help until 2027. That means Red Bull are locked in with a faulty development tool for another 18 months. So while the rest of the grid adapts quickly to close the gaps under these stable regulations, Red Bull are working with a delay baked into every upgrade. That's not a performance issue. That's a structural nightmare. Verstappen wants trust. Right now, he has doubt. If you think Max Verstappen is patient, you haven't been listening. After Bahrain, he's not talking about bad luck. He's questioning the entire car, the direction, the feeling, the philosophy. And with whispers about exit clauses and 2026 options flying around the paddock, Red Bull need to act yesterday to keep their star driver locked in. What this means for the championship, Red Bull are only 8 points behind in the driver's standings. But that gap, it's a mirage. What matters is the rate of progress. And right now, McLaren are surging forward while Red Bull are busy arguing with their own numbers. This isn't just a team struggling. This is a team on the verge of being leapfrogged permanently, unless they rewrite the playbook fast. Like this video if you think Red Bull are in deeper trouble than they're letting on. Drop a comment. Can Red Bull fix this before Verstappen walks? Subscribe to Paddock Insider, because we don't wait for the press conference. We tell you the truth as it happens. Paddock Insider, where data, drama, and dominance get dissected.